Hey guys, this is Adam with Jackson Egg Company, and here for another Jackson Egg Company Explains. So today I wanted to talk about what the primary differences are in the three primary production methods that we use for producing eggs. So our three primary types are the cages, cage-free, and pasture-raised. There's also free range. We don't really deal with those, and it's kind of just that in-between step between cage-free and pasture-raised. So you've kind of got three big differences that really come down to why we produce the eggs that we do and why we do those. So first off, you have efficiency, and then also cost of production and the hen freedom. Efficiency and cost of production are like really closely related, and they're also basically just inverses of the hen freedom. So efficiency, cages. This is like the whole reason that we have had birds in cages for so long. The industry has. It's because of they're so efficient, and you can make like great scale of production. So you can put a whole bunch of birds into barns. You can line up those big barns, line them up right next to each other, and then have all of that going to its own grader. A big facility that like it's all on one location, and then just ship out thousands and thousands of eggs every day, and it's just extremely efficient. And you can only basically do that with the scale, or with get that scale of production with cages. If you try to do that with a pasture raised type of system, the birds have so much space, they take up so much ground, you just can't make all of that all on one spot. You can't scale it to be so big and so efficient. Also, then there's the percent lay. Cages, whenever they're in cages, they do extremely well at every bird is having a high percentage of lay, which means that they're popping out a lot of eggs basically. And then also feed intake, because they don't really do quite as much in a cage, then they just don't have to eat as much to maintain it and everything. So you have, and it's really low body weight with that type of a bird. So it's low feed intake, which again saves money, and then also consistency. It's the exact same, no matter what time of year or what is going on outside, is the exact same within that cage, their environment where the hens are at, and so you maintain that great percentage of lay year round, no matter what's going on. So the next thing then, like I said, is really related to the efficiency, but cost of production. Basically, if your efficiency goes up, then cost of production goes down, and so that's pretty much just kind of goes along with everything that we said over here. The only thing the main reason why I added in as one of those three types or three main differences is because cost of production has a direct correlation into the costs that the consumer has, and it is important for us to keep food cheap so that the people who are less fortunate can still afford good food. So the last thing, hen freedom, that pretty much comes down to what is that hen able to do, how much space does it have. So for starter space, UEP, which is United Egg Producers, they set out guidelines for hens, for egg producers, and hens in cages, their guidelines is 67 to 86 square inches per hen in cages. And the reason for that variation is just because of the type of cage that's being used and the type of bird that they put into that cage. So that's why you have the range. But anyway, 67 to 86 square inches. Forgot something. My piece of paper here, it's a typical 8.5 by 11 is 93.5 square inches. That's what you can see here. Fold it. This is 72 square inches. It's basically 8.5 by 8.5. So this is pretty much the average, I would say, roughly, of how much space that a chicken has in cages. So despite how efficient that they may be, how everything is brought to them, that's not enough very much space to really express any natural behaviors and stuff, which is another point here. they can't really do very much other than just eat, drink, and lay their eggs. Obviously, then they can't really move very much. And whenever you get into the cage-free and pasture-raised systems, you get a lot more movement ability, the ability to express their natural behaviors. But you also lose protection, which is definitely in cages because there's nothing getting to them there. So I think that was about everything that I wanted to say. But I'm going to be continuing in further videos to come after this, kind of going into more details on each one of these and what may be wrong or what's better about each one. And I did just remember what I wanted to say was that with hen freedom in a pasture-raised system and being outside, the great thing about that and why it wins out so much is because even if everything may be better for that hen inside, I've been questioned, do you really want to stay in a cage all your life, even if everything was just perfectly handed to you? And of course the answer is kind of no. So that's the big plus for the cage-free and pasture-raised systems, is because you might be risking it might be a little bit tougher, I guess you could say, is like the environment isn't always perfect, but you get to do what you want to, kind of thing. So that is our video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick around for the more details on all these types of systems. And we're now on Instagram and, of course, this YouTube channel, so be sure to like us on both of those. And, of course, always check us out on Facebook. Thanks.